time.
Waiting till it's on the dot. Do you make it on the dot?
I make it on the dot, yeah.
Alfred Norman. Good day, Alfred Norman. I'm glad you could make it on the dot.
Yes, I wouldn't make it any earlier or any later.
We've got our clipboards at the ready, and we are going to do a very small survey and go into a couple of the establishments, a couple of the entirety of the licensee of consumptionaries in the Saddleworth area.
Yes, the consumptionary place.
Are you feeling ready for this kind of this sort of a security check with some of the services up here?
Security check, I am ready for.
I think we will do it very well. The contemplation of the observationary area of the wall tells me that there's quite several varying shades of brick, would you say?
I would say there's many shades apparent to my to seeing vehicles.
Thank you for that observation, Alfred Norman.
It is with my greatest pleasure I can deliver.
Just making a small auditory observation. One moment, please.
Yes.
No auditory observation coming from the bush, only the geese, which isn't actually the bush. Varying shades of leaf, would you say?
Yes, I would say that there's less shades than the brick, but there's definitely some shades apparent.
Very much so. Varying shades of leaf, varying shades of brick.
Yes.
Miss,
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
good
Can I
afternoon.
help you?
Good day, sir. Are you the licensee of the this consumptionary nature?
The consumptionary nature.
Yes, I think I am, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting, yes. And what's your name?
Dave.
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 It's a nice name, Dave. I once had a squirrel called Dave.
Oh, I remember Dave the squirrel. Not very friendly squirrel. Was he?
Nuts, I think it was.
Nuts, that's what they say the Dave was.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I interest you in a coffee, gentlemen, at all? Is that okay?
Not at the moment. What time is it, please?
It's 2:15.
I don't tend to consume much caffeine after 1:05.
No, the consumption of caffeine
13:05.
should be regulated from 9 a.m. to 9:17 a.m. only.
Okay. We've got these two blends here. If you'd like to have a look at the selection we've got here, it's
Blend.
Dave, we're not here for the blends. We're here because you need to know that we are going to regulate this established place.
Really? Really? I'm sorry,
Really?
I misunderstand. I'm just unsure. I thought you came in for a cup of coffee.
That is very
No.
foolish of you, Dave, to think that.
Oh,
Solidified.
so what's
By
the meaning of
faith
your visit
alone.
then, gentlemen? Can you just explain again, please? I'm a bit
We're
bamboozled at the moment.
We've been taking into consideration a lot of the upper million people. We do like to say that we always act with vox populi.
Vox populi.
What, sorry?
Vox populi.
Vox populi.
Populi.
Serious, this Dave.
It's very serious, yes. I'm trying to wonder what the score would be in Scrabble for Vox Populi.
Vox populi
Really?
is going
It's
to be
the
now
voice.
explained by
We've
my
got-
It's
brother.
the voice of the people.
We've got
We didn't
Darla's coffee
actually.
if
We
you want
didn't
some coffee.
actually.
Have you not come for the coffee then?
Dave,
Excuse me, Dave.
Dave's
We didn't
gonna-
actually introduce ourselves, did we?
No, you didn't actually. No, you don't have to. It's
I'm
not a law to
actually-
explain who you are. just here to sell coffee. And
I'm actually Norman Alfred.
And I am Alfred Norman, I think.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm Dave. And
Yes, we
you're
know that.
Norman
Yes.
Alfred. Or Alfred Norman.
I'm
Well,
actually
which is which?
Norman Alfred.
Alfred
Really?
Norman,
Is there any
Yes.
relation?
the brothers.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Brothers, right, okay, right. Okay, and
So just to verify that you are actually the licensee of the consumptionary nature, what's your coffee shop called, please?
it's called Bob's Beans.
But you're called Dave.
I know.
Did you inherit
That's,
it from an
I
Uncle
did.
Bob or a Father Bob or a
I
grandfather?
did. It
And-
was my father.
Okay.
Because that was going to be a red flag for me.
Really?
Mm.
Oh,
Right.
Anyway, proceed.
Yes. Can you jot down the red flag?
I will.
Do you have a pen?
No, but I don't need one.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So
Jotted.
we're just coming
It's
to
been jotted.
say that
Apparently.
there's a few new officialdoms that are going to be mainly in the jurisdictionary inventation of the upper million
Oops.
area,
Yes.
isn't there?
Mm.
Can you just mind the
I'm
mind the
not.
cabinets there, please?
Alfred Norman.
It's
Would you
expensive.
agree? Would you agree?
I would agree.
Would you agree?
Dave.
What's am I
Would you
agreeing to?
Dave was
Sorry.
distracted.
I was
by
distracted
the
by-
silverware.
Would
Yeah.
you mind signing on this dotted line?
It's another red flag for
but
me,
there's-
Dave.
But there's no pen. I can't sign anything without
You're
a pen.
right, there isn't a pen. You don't need a pen
How
to
are you managing to
sign.
sign things without a pen? I wonder. I want to. know
It is a
skill.
wonder. I do actually
skill to
wonder
jot
that
without a
myself.
A pen isn't.
Might be something we
Yeah.
can ask the viewers at home to write in about if they have a pen. But if they don't have a pen, they might need to think about how they might need to write. Because we didn't used to always have pens, did we? In
We
the
didn't.
golden olden days, we didn't have pens.
We didn't have pens, Dave.
I think pens have been around for quite some time, but
Dave.
you know, I think the evolution of the wheel came first before the pen. You know, just to
This-
bring that fact forward for you guys.
This
you know,
isn't why we're here, Dave.
isn't it?
No, so let's carry on.
Let's carry on. So actually, we are part of the FAST team,
The
Yeah.
fast team.
We're
which
very
is,
fast.
Right. Okay.
to be fair, it used to be the Frisbee Association security team, but it now has been changed, Dave. FAST has been changed to CAST.
The cash team.
Cast. Okay.
We're part of the CAST team. The Cone Association security team. Cones, Dave.
That's a cone, Dave.
Okay.
Sorry, I just need a moment.
Do you mind the cutlery down
Dave,
there?
I'm
please?
having a moment.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to do that. Dave, stop it, Dave. Dave.
Trying. I'm just a bit confused as to why you don't want a coffee in my
Oh,
shop.
Dave.
Dave.
Back onto the subject.
You know we've won awards for this special coffee.
Cones. Have you ever seen cones of this description, Dave?
No. I've won
Dave,
awards for my
Dave.
coffee, but
Dave, we're not interested in the coffee, so please stop speaking about it.
We just need to
okay. Can I make myself a
outline the
coffee? I might just make myself one,
jurisdictions
actually.
that
I
will
think
be
I need it.
happening in your establishment of coffee and other scone consumptions.
We now need you, Dave, to demonstrate how you are going to ask your customers to use these codes before and after they purchase the coffee.
Well, firstly, I would offer them the cone, like such. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. You need to order a coffee or a drink at the counter, please. You must speak through the cone, like so. Cappuccino with 2 sugars and some soy milk, please. That's how they
That's
should order the
interesting,
food.
that,
And the drinks, sorry, as well. Maybe. Or, if they can't quite hear me, they could always.
24.2% inventory.
Oh, there we go. They're
Nice.
quite good for that.
What about a display with it?
The quality of these cones, though, I must say, if you've come to sell me stuff,
Dave.
I could use them as cup holders, maybe. But also
can't believe what Dave's saying.
the build quality of these cones, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, can we just stop you there? It's not something that's going to be sold to you.
Well,
it's something that
Dave.
is actually, I have to say, it's a jurisdiction and it's actually jurisprudence.
So can I just say that
in your
one of the
shop.
worst people we've ever come across to do this, they're just the absolute ignorance.
So where else have you been with your cones?
We have to go everywhere.
Can I just stop you there, Dave?
Have you been to an
We're
ice cream
not-
van? Have you tried ice cream vans?
Can we
Because they
just
sell cones.
make a very clear and concise point? Never in this job that we have been doing for quite some time have we ever come across anybody
No.
that we would refer to as a questionnaire, but you are it.
No.
A questionnaire.
Dave. That's another red flag for me, Dave.
I feel like I'm at
The general
a game of
public,
football and I'm going to be sent off and
Do
substituted
not.
in a minute.
I repeat, do not ask questions. The general public just do as what we ask.
What?
We ask,
Generally
and they
speaking.
do.
Is
They
that
do
right?
not ask.
No, Dave is
We ask and you do the task.
and that's a poem for you there, Dave.
Is it?
So you should be grateful for us. Okay, Dave, well you've demonstrated
When I
your
got
skills.
up out of bed this morning,
We don't need a Jack and Norris story, thank you.
Thank you,
We've got
Dave.
plenty of them at
We'll
home.
be in touch, Dave.
Yes.
But I'll be honest, it's
so
not
you don't want a
looking
coffee
good
then?
for
You don't want a
Dave.
cup of coffee to
There's-
sit with you?
No, but here's
No.
your badge that we've been here today.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yeah.
So now everybody else will know that we've been to see you,
all right.
Dave.
Yes, and just before we go, we might need to speak about the chapters. So
Oh,
chapter
goodness,
1.
I forgot already.
The
Chapter 1.
Pardon?
One, Dave.
Chapter 1 is we come to give you the cones.
So we've
Right.
done that, Dave.
And
Right,
we'll be back
okay.
next week for chapter 2.
Chapter
Yes.
2.
I can't tell you what chapter 2 is at this stage, but I just think that you would like to get used to having the cones
Yes.
around your person
Around my person.
and
And
around
when we
the
need
area.
to start practicing with the cones, Dave, we need
And
to
what
see
am
a
I supposed to do
significant
with these-
improvement.
What exactly do I need to
We've
do with
told
the
you what you need to
I'm,
do with the cones, Dave.
I'm struggling to follow this at the moment. I'm just wondering what I need to do
Are
with
you
the codes.
feeling a
Do I need
bit
to pass-
confused?
He's
.com.
confused.
Are you
.com.
feeling a bit uneasy?
Not necessarily.
Uneasy
I'm feeling a
and
bit
confused is usually what happens at these times. But I'm just going to tell you.
What about my customers? Do I
You'll
need
be
to?
a lot more reassured at chapter 2.
Do I have
Absolutely.
to pass the cones on?
And
to
you
my
will get
customers,
used
or-
to having the cones in your shop.
Really?
You really
Okay.
will.
You will have
You
to get used to
Just
it,
taking the
Dave.
cones away.
I've not, Dave. I've planted them all around the shop whilst you've not been looking.
There's somebody at the door of your shop.
Right, Dave.
This
Yes.
is actually a chapter 2 question, but we'll go ahead today.
So how many red flags am I up to so far?
You're on
Just-
3 red flags,
Three.
Dave. Just
you get less
totally
in
not.
football.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go, Dave. So
Still
it's
wondering
all
how you
about
jot on
you.
your pad without a pen.
Hmm?
I'm just
Dave,
wondering how
don't
you jot on your
question
pad without a
my
pen.
We've
methods.
already said general public do not ask, they just task.
Exactly.
We ask, you task.
You've got the badge
Thank you.
now.
Yeah, I've
Which
got the
means-
badge. Yeah.
That.
Do you sell privets?
Privets.
Mm.
No. It's all beans.
Can
It's
we
coffee shop.
I'm not
ask?
interested in your beans, Dave. No.
Sandwiches.
No.
Do you
no.
sell trout, Dave?
Trout.
Trout.
Yes, Dave, trout.
I don't sell trout.
Okay, so these 2 items are going to be actually
Trout.
appearing in this shop from Tuesday, 3:14 p.m.
After
next
all the market
week.
research
Write
that
that
I did
down,
on opening up
please.
my business, I've never had
No,
any success with selling trout and privets.
Right,
It was
well, from
certainly
now on,
coffee,
we're going to make
cakes,
it a juris
High quality coffee. By the way.
prudence of
Bob's
your
Beans is the
shop of
finest
Bob's
quality.
Beans that
Highest quality.
privets will be on the menu.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please.
Privets.
Don't
Yes.
ask any more questions.
Honestly.
Okay.
I suppose
So-
you'll
I'd
So I
just
need to
like
sell
to
sugar in
ask,
next
do you
as
play
well,
the
possibly.
accordion?
The accordion, Dave.
accordion.
Yes, the accordion.
Well, according to me, I don't play accordion.
Well, the
no.
thing is, by Wednesday at
Play the
4:14 next week, we'll be coming in for afternoon tea, and we would like to hear the accordion played to the tune of "I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden."
It's my favourite song.
Is it?
Whilst we purchase the privets.
Is that going to be possible, Dave?
Okay.
Put my clipboard down.
I think I'm going to need a very strong cup of coffee
Dave.
later today.
So, Dave, before we vacate your bean
Yes.
Providence,
Yes.
I'd just like to hand over a couple of
No, Dave, you must sauce them yourself.
a couple of obligatory objects. One being a shower cap that we'd like you to make sure you wear on your head while serving the coffee.
Please,
That's
Dave,
one of
position
our
now, Dave.
jurisdictions
Dave,
in the upper mill area.
got the flower
Thank you.
on.
I've got the flour, but you
Dave,
gentlemen didn't want coffee, so I
Dave,
shouldn't have to wear it,
Dave,
therefore.
we've already been through this. How many times have we been through this with Dave?
I'm already up to how many flags? 3?
How many times have we been
we're
through
fucking up
this?
these red flags, Dave. And it's going
I
to
think
turn from not just a red flag. It's going to
I
be
think
something much
double
worse,
figures.
Dave.
Just watch your eye there. That's what it is.
Dave.
Dave, just put the shower cap on and then you'll be able to serve your coffee.
Can I serve you a coffee? If I put this shower
No,
cap on and I
Dave.
serve
Thank
a
you.
coffee
told
for
you
you,
that we only
can I
drink
shut my
coffee.
shop then, please? Because I'm
No, actually,
So tight.
Dave, we need to just pass you. In fact, if I can just put
Yeah,
my
just put
suitcase
it
on
on
there.
there, that's fine.
Thank you. We've got just a small item for each customer to wear. This is an example. It's a very small hairnet. I've only got 2, but
Yeah,
we'll send
so-
you some more in the post if
There
we
you
can
go,
jot
Dave.
down Dave's postcode.
Days of the postcode?
OL1 92J.
Thank you very much.
Got it written down.
Oh, thank you. Not jotted.
And we're going to leave you a very familiar gift that's
This is most probably the most important gift you'll ever receive in the receiving of gifts that you will do.
absolutely.
Really?
It's actually a tea light, Dave. We noticed you don't have a tea light, and we'd like to present you with a tea light because we understand these establishments were built on tea lights. I do like to.
The tea lights.
I think you told me that empires were built on tea lights.
Empires were built on tea lights, and we'd like to always see a tea light in your shop, even though it's a coffee shop. We
Yes,
don't
Dave.
have any
It's
coffee
not
light.
a tea shop.
Dave.
It's a coffee shop.
Could it be a coffee light instead of a tea light?
No, we don't
No.
agree to you changing the name.
Getting a bit sick of you now, Dave.
Really?
I think that's another red flag, isn't it? No. Alfred?
I thought you was Alfred.
Sometimes I am.
We are
Sometimes.
both. Right, Dave. Well, perhaps we've seen enough from you now, so
Thank you very much. We'll be seeing you next week. 2:12 p.m. Maybe.
Yes, 2:12 p.m.
Might be on
Thank
a
you
holiday
very much.
on the move.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.